Everybody get your game faces on.
Hang on, it's missing. Oh my god.
Oh, I got my game shirt on, so...
Right, hold on.
I got my Mario Brothers overalls.
I've got my Mario hat. Forrest has his background.
My background and my t-shirt.
And his t-shirt.
Yep.
And with that, I will say, hello, Internet, and welcome back to Script Club. It's like a book club, but for film enthusiasts. Each week, my intrepid readers and I explore unreleased screenplays, 10 pages at a time. Today, we once again are diving into the screenplay for the unreleased Super Mario Bros. Movie from 1991. The film came out in 1993. This script was produced in 91. As always, I am your host, Danny Koo, and I am joined by my panel of actors, performers, readers, what have you, which include today, Forrest Bennett. Introduce yourself, Forrest.
Hey, Dan. I'm Forrest Bennett. I'm based in Long Island, New York. I'm producer of indie horror films. I'm also on a podcast called Inside Movies Galore. I also this coming week I'll be appearing on Unger the Radar. It's a movie review web show hosted by Randy Unger.
Very cool.
I'll be acting in a short film next week too, and also survivor of Camp Crystal Lake.
I remember that post from your social media this past week. If you're not following Forrest, follow him. And we have Cassidy Hardy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm based in Hopatcong, New Jersey, so nothing fancy. I'm an artist. I like film. I'm also a makeup artist and a scare actor. So I'm kind of just all steeped in that nice, macabre, crazy, dark aesthetic.
You're a Nightmare Before Christmas kid. That's what you are.
I do like some Nightmare with My Christmas.
All right. Now, last time on Super Mario Brothers, this is your recap, and I'm going to try to be as dramatic with it as possible. Don't expect this to hold true throughout the rest of it. the podcast, that is. All right. The Mario Brothers plumbing service is in financial distress. Super Mario himself owes money to the mob, and Mario's efforts to take a legit turn with his small plumbing business recently went sour. Luigi, on the other hand, his younger, dreamer of a brother, hopes to win the heart of the beautiful Hildy, a simple flower shop clerk. A mysterious figure, however, Koopa, has taken an interest in Hildy. However, he may know something about her lineage that she herself does not. Can Mario and Luigi outwit the mob and save their business? Can Luigi land a kiss from Hildy? And what is the mysterious Koopa keeping from Hildy? Now, guys, as always, we will be reading 10 pages at a time, as I said in the intro. Today, we are going to be taken from pages 20 to 30. Okay. Let's take a look at some of our opening characters. We have got Koopa, and we have got Hildy. All right, let me be generous and not take on an acting role. So, Forrest, let's get your interpretation of Koopa for the beginning of this read-through. We're going to start at the bottom of page 20, where the stage direction reads, Interior Flower Shop Day. And I just want to look ahead really quick to see what page I should expect a change-up of characters. All right, so on 22, we're going to have Big Eddie. I'm going to lend my voice talents to Big Eddie. I say voice talents. It's more like not a talent. Anyway, without further ado, this intro has gone on long enough. So let me take us away. Interior, Flower Shop Day. Hildy is getting some flowers out of the cooler. As she closes the glass, she sees the reflection of the man in the glass. Startled, she whirls to see Mr. Koopa at the counter. His manner is stiff, his movements wooden, artificial, like an alien trying to play a human. Koopa.
Did I startle you?
Hildy, catching her breath.
It's okay. I'm a little jumpy since I switched to decaf.
She laughs. She doesn't. No, she laughs. He doesn't. Not getting the joke. Then, taking her, what the hell is that word?
Q.
Q? Fine. He utters forced mechanical laughter. She eyes him, thinking, this guy is weird. Hildy.
Can I help you, sir?
Koopa immediately stops laughing.
I am looking for a woman, Hildegard Smith.
Hildy.
You from the lottery?
Koopa.
No.
Never heard of her.
All right. Koopa.
You are Hildegard Smith.
Hildy.
Okay, look, if it's about those library books.
You were left at St. Catherine's Church as a baby. You have a birthmark on your left arm behind the elbow.
Hildy.
Look, what do you want, Mr.
He touches a rose in a display on the counter, admiring it. Koopa.
Koopa, what I want is to take you away from here.
Hildy.
Really? That's great. I've been waiting for a guy just like you.
Koopa grins, believing he's making a good impression. He's likely not. Hildy continues.
Tall, creepy, with a suit that went out with the Nixon administration. Now, why don't you get out of...
Koopa.
You don't understand. I was hired by your parents.
Hildy. This stops her.
My parents are dead.
Koopa.
No, you were kidnapped from them as a child. They are here in New York now and want to see you.
She stares at him, shocked by this news. His penetrating eyes bore into her. They are most hypnotic. Koopa.
Now, show me the mark.
She holds out her left arm. He turns it over, and on the underside sees a birthmark that resembles an upside-down mushroom. Koopa's eyes gleam. At last, he has her. Exterior Brothers Tenement, day. Mario is standing at the curb. He checks his watch. He smiles as Big Eddie's black Cadillac pulls up and stops. The rear door swings open. Mario climbs inside. Interior Cadillac, day. By the way, Forrest, I'd like you to be Mario in this scenario.
Okay.
That rhymed, unintentional. Mario sits next to Big Eddie. The two goons sit in front. Big Eddie. Let's have it. Mario winks and brings out a small drawstring bag. He drops it in Big Eddie's lap, who looks at it as if it were a turd. Big Eddie, my friend, you borrow in cash. You pay back in cash. Mario.
Don't be so hasty. Take a look at the rock I brung you.
Big Eddie opens the bag and shakes out a rock. A worthless, ordinary rock. Mario looks at it, aghast. Big Eddie. You're a pretty funny guy, Mario. To the driver. Sal, let's go for an egg cream. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop this for a second. Who the hell still drinks egg cream? Back to it.
I've never had an egg cream, to be honest.
It's like
It tastes like cream soda, but worse.
There we go. Okay, good. All right. Mario grabs back the bag, looking inside empty. Oops. He suddenly throws open the door and exterior street, day. Hits the street running in the opposite direction. The caddy does a screeching 180 and comes barreling back toward Mario. Mario.
Luigi, I'm going to murder you.
Interior flower shop, day. On Luigi, coming through the door, he carries a pizza and a box of chocolates. He comes to the counter and dings the bell. Hildy peeks out from the back room as she puts on her sweater. All right, Actually, let's keep this going. Forrest, let's let you be Luigi in this scenario.
Okay.
And let's go on to the stage direction. On Luigi coming through the door, already read that. Hildy.
Be right out.
Luigi notices Koopa loitering near. They make eye contact. A vague warning goes off in Luigi's head. He notices a dead, withered rose in a counter display. The rose Koopa touched. Hildy comes out, flushed with excitement. Hildy.
Luigi, you're not going to believe this. My parents are alive. They're here in New York.
Hildy, you're kidding me. That's great.
Hildy.
This is Mr. Koopa. They hired him to find me.
Luigi holds
Hi,
out.
I'm Luigi. Oh.
No, it's all right. I'll take the part of Koopa, even though you had this a few seconds ago. But let's continue. Let's continue with Koopa shakes his hand, but as they shake, Luigi's eyes fix on Koopa's hand. For a split second, it appears not to be a hand at all, but rather a scaly claw of a reptile. Just like the claw in Luigi's dream, for those of you who were here last week. Luigi blinks and claws. No, Luigi blinks. The claws become a hand again. Hildy notices the pizza and box of chocolates. Hildy.
Oh, lunch. I forgot all about it.
Luigi, recovering from the vision.
Yeah, and I brought dessert too. Your favorites. Cream centers.
Indicates chocolates. Hildy.
Luigi, that's very sweet. But can we do this tomorrow? Mr. Koopa is taking me to my parents right now. They're staying at the Waldorf.
Oh, so they're staying at a Muppet. Realizes she forgot something.
Oh, my purse.
Hildy disappears into the back to get her purse. Luigi glances at Koopa, thinks a beat, shrugs. Maybe it was his imagination. He opens the top of the pizza box, offering a piece to Koopa. Luigi.
Like a piece, got lots of mushrooms.
Yum.
Koopa recoils as Luigi offers the pizza. Koopa. I'm allergic to mushrooms. Take it away. Koopa tries to suppress a sneeze. He turns away from Luigi and, from Luigi's POV, we see Koopa sneeze, belching fire, scorching a hanging fern. Koopa turns back, and from the look on Luigi's face, Koopa knows Luigi is wise to him. Hildy returns from the back with Claire. We don't have a Claire.
I can do both.
Oh my God. Yes, let's do this.
I'll do both.
Okay, Claire.
You just take care all the time you need, honey. I'll cover for you here.
Yes, she went with a Harley Quinn voice. I wasn't hoping for one, but now it just fits in my mind. Luigi.
Hildy, I got to talk to you now.
Koopa. The taxi is waiting, Miss Smith. Hildy.
Luigi, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Looks at Claire and back at Luigi. Looks at Claire and back at Luigi.
There's something important I want to tell you.
Cuts off Luigi's response. Kisses him on the cheek.
Bye.
Well, that answers that question that I posed earlier. Damn, these arcs are wrapping up so quick and we're not even to page 25.
Yeah.
Page 25. She exits the shop with Koopa. Luigi stands, rooted, not knowing what to do, remembering the ruby locket. He takes it from his pocket, looks at it, and suddenly understands his mission. Exterior, flower shop, day. Luigi dashes out of the door. As the taxi carrying Koopa and Hildy pulls away from the curb, as it does, we see the taxi driver. He wears a hat pulled low and a muffler to hide his face, but the eyes are cold, hooded like a reptile's. Mario rounds the corner, running all out from the Cadillac. He sees Luigi getting in the van. Mario.
Luigi, stop!
All right, I guess I'm going to be Luigi then. The van takes off. Mario in pursuit. I'm just taking all of Forrest's parts. Mario.
I'll kill him!
On Luigi. Steering wildly through traffic, a man on a mission. On Mario. Running on the sidewalk, dodging obstacles, screaming and waving his hands, trying to get Luigi's attention. Mario runs and just manages to grab the van's back door handle. As the van screeches around the corner after the taxi, the back door pops open, but Mario hangs on as the door swings wide, sending Mario's outstretched body into the opposite lane, directly into the path of an onrushing truck. And just as Mario is about to become a piece of grill work, the van changes lanes, causing the door to swing back, inches out of the way of the truck. Now Mario looks back and sees the Cadillac flying dead on at him. It's gonna ram the van, and Mario's gonna be pressed duck. No, be pressed duck. I've never had pressed duck. Well, whatever.
What is pressed duck?
It sounds. I don't think it's actually a food. It just sounds delicious. Now,
I was gonna say, is that like Peking duck?
who knows? But
Coca
Mario, what's up?
Coca vin?
Okay, Oh, wow. 1 second. Somebody must have liked that. Now.
It was
The
me.
Cadillac flying dead on at him. It's going to ram the van, and Mario's going to be pressed up. I already read that part. But Mario gets a foothold on the back bumper and catapults himself into the van just as the Cadillac hits. Rocking the van, Luigi looks back, wondering, what gives? Mario.
Luigi.
Luigi turns surprised. Mario, what are you doing back there? Mario grabs a wrench.
Coming to murder you.
Luigi is looking back at Mario and doesn't see a bus passing through an intersection in front of them. Mario.
Look out.
Luigi turns forward, sees the bus, hits the brakes, and the van spins out, barely missing the bus. The Cadillac brakes and slides sideways into the bus. Inside the van, Mario is thrown to and fro, flying pipes and wrenches battering him upside the head. Luigi spots the taxi turning into an alley up ahead. Exterior alley day. The van roars into the alley after the taxi. As the taxi passes a loading dock, a truck backs out, blocking the alley. Interior van day. Mario tries to get to his feet in the back of the van. Mario.
We lost him, Luigi. So I think you can slow.
Exterior alley day. The van comes to a screeching halt in front of the truck. We hear tools and a body thrown forward. Interior van day. Mario's face is pressed up against the inside of the windshield. Mario.
Down.
Luigi. They're getting away! Luigi jumps out of the van, giving foot chase. Mario, peels himself off the windshield. Mario.
Who's getting away?
He looks back and sees the Cadillac roaring down the alley at him. He jumps out, running after Luigi. Exterior alley, dead end day. Luigi runs to the empty taxi. Its doors thrown open, motor still running. It is parked in front of a small diner with a weathered facade set incongruously. Yeah, well, whatever.
Yes.
Incongruously. In this back alley, Luigi tries the diner door. It swings in and he enters. Interior, diner, day. The place is eerily deserted. Thick dust shrouds everything, oddly. Everything, the stools and counter, is at 3/4 scale. Luigi. Hildy? Mario enters out of breath.
Let's get one thing straight. We're not chasing anyone. We're being chased. All because you took the locket. So just hand it.
Mario sees the menu board over the counter, which stops him dead, because on it are very strange entrees. Mario continued.
Frog kebabs, frog dogs, frog on a stick. No wonder this place is empty.
Luigi moves through the swinging door to the back into interior diner backroom day. What should be the kitchen, but is instead a weird little room dominated by a huge pipe rising from the center of the floor. Luigi goes to the pipe, looks down, seeing Hildy's purse lying 5 feet down where the pipe turns left. Spooky, far away sounds come from the pipe. Mario joins him. We hear Big Eddie's goons enter the front room. Luigi points down to Hildy's purse, but Mario thinks he's signaling where to hide. Mario nods and they jump into interior, the pipe. Luigi picks up the purse and starts to say Hildy's purse to Mario, who gestures quiet and pulls Luigi into the darkness so they can't be seen from above. The goons walk into the room and look down into the pipe. Not seeing them, the goons leave. Mario heaves a relieved sigh. Mario.
You almost got me killed, you idiot. Now give me the locket.
Mario grabs for Luigi's pocket. The locket falls and slides away into the darkness of the pipe. Both brothers dive for it.
Dive for it, yeah.
Grabbing for the locket, knocking it farther from their grasp, and suddenly an unearthly wind kicks up. It's sucking them farther into the pipe. Mario puts his legs out, trying to stop, but it's no use. The wind is too powerful as interior series of pipes. At traffic speed, the brothers go sliding. What is it? Oh, at terrific speed, the brothers go sliding and screaming down the series of twisting, turning, cylindrical chutes. Suddenly, we see light at the end of the tunnel, and we cut to exterior, open end of pipe, day. It sticks out of a grassy meadow, which is at the top of the screen. The sky is at the bottom. The brothers shoot out of the pipe downward into the sky, and as we follow them, the camera turns right side up. The brothers stop in midair, and as if gravity has reversed itself, they fall back to the ground and land in a heap. Luigi, on top of Mario. Behind them, the pipe they fell out of recedes into the ground, preventing their escape. Mario pushing him off.
Get off me.
Looking around.
I'll lock it.
Both brothers spotted at once, lying on the ground. One moment, just looking at something here where we're supposed to end. Okay. Lying on the ground. They grapple for it. Ad-libbing. It's mine. It's mine.
It's mine.
Give me. No.
Hey, it's mine first.
They bump into the base of another pipe, sticking out of the ground. And as they wrestle, we tilt up to see, rising out of the pipe, a green stalked plant 6 feet high, topped with a bulbous blood red flower. Startlingly beautiful, I can't speak, and big as a watermelon. It stirs. Its petals part, revealing 2 rows of teeth. The jaws of the man-eating piranha plant. Finally, a Mario character. Are we happy, guys?
Yes.
Clap? We made it to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yes. Woo! Finally, it only took like nearly half an hour.
29 pages.
We are 28 pages in, 29 pages. Not important. It took this long. Now, the brothers roll back and forth beneath it, unaware as the jaws of the plant close in and strike once, twice, but each time the unsuspecting brothers roll away just in time. This is like some, the script might be bad, but this is like some entertaining kids movie stuff that I'd like to see.
This sounds more like Mario than the actual movie.
Yeah.
I told you guys it's getting to that point.
Sounds like me when I lose in Mario Kart.
You roll around dodging piranha.
Let me go! Stop hitting me! Let me go!
Now Luigi, pinned under Mario, looks over his brother's shoulder and sees the jaws descending on his brother's head. Luigi, Mario, look out! Mario.
You think I'm falling for that trick? Now give it to me.
The jaws widen. Luigi socks Mario in the jaw, knocking him aside. Just as that's a very New York Italian way to get the point across. I need you to be safe.
It's a Brooklyn hello.
Oh.
There we go. That's actually a much better name for it. I'm going to call it that from now on.
A Brooklyn greeting.
Yeah.
Okay. The jaws widen. Luigi socks Mario in the jaw, knocking him aside just as the plant strikes. Luigi rolls out of the way. Furious, Mario turns to tear into Luigi when he sees the plant. The jaws lunge at him, and he jumps back, landing on his butt. The birth of the butt stomp, everybody.
But humor's always funny.
The brothers give each other, "Where the hell are we?" looks. Mario looks behind him and sees an otherworldly landscape. A meadow dotted with dozens of pipes, all with piranha plants sticking up out of them. Stupefied, the brothers exchanged astonished looks. Okay, Forrest just looked right into the camera for 3 seconds. We just exchanged looks.
Luigi, you ever see this part of Brooklyn before?
Luigi, let me think. B. Exterior, forest, day. The brothers are creeping through the dark, misty forest. Shrill hoots and calls of strange wildlife sound in the distance. Just like that, yes. Yep. Mario.
Oh, no! Look, no matter how weird, no matter how strange this may seem, there's got to be a logical explanation.
Luigi. Okay, logical. So maybe we're dead. They pause, share looks. Or we're having a dream. Mario.
Better.
Luigi. This doesn't feel like a dream, Mario. Mario.
Yeah, you're right. And for right now, let's say we rule out dead.
All right, one moment. It's page 30, and we're going to have the surprise appearance of a voice. Cassidy, I'm going to ask you to read the part of a voice. And then if we don't get to any sort of description, I'm going to let everybody know what the voice is. So
I think I know who it is. I think I know what it is.
Fantastic. Keep it to yourself, Forrest. I don't know if Cassidy sees this coming.
I read a little ahead.
Oh, how dare you! All right, well, if you know what's coming, just voice act accordingly. I don't want to say the name of the character because it's sort of not really a deep cut, but it's just nice to see that they got a larger role in this version of the script. Mm-hmm. So maybe it'll be a nice surprise. Maybe I'm doing this for myself, but
I mean, it'll be a surprise for everyone because I'm not that good at voices.
Okay, so it's going to be a surprise at how.
I just know his catchphrase from Mario Kart. That's all I can say.
Are you prepping us? Are you prepping us for bad acting, Cassidy? Is that what?
No, of course. Okay, I'm prepping you for amazing acting.
Okay, here we go. All right, Mario. Just read from the top. Let's take it from the top. Mario. Yeah, you're
right. And for right now, let's say we rule out dead.
Luigi. We forgot one thing. That guy in the flower shop. I'm sure it took Hildy. He took Hildy into the same pipe we came down. That means she's got to be here too. Mario.
Yeah, but where's here? It sure ain't Queens National Forest.
Luigi. Central Park? Mario.
Nah, no beer cans, no dead bodies. Think we're out of the city.
Suddenly we hear a voice off screen.
Save me!
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
The brothers freeze, exchange looks. Forrest, look into the camera with me for 3 seconds. Now look at me lovingly. Now we run. Luigi, sounds like someone's getting mugged. Mario.
Maybe we ain't out of the city.
Luigi runs toward the voice with Mario, close behind. Exterior, another part of the forest. Day is where we are ending today's read. And for those of you who may not have been clued in by Cassidy's impression, that is actually Toad. Toad is in this script. And to be fair, pretty early on when compared to the movie that we actually got in 93.
Yeah.
So as always, I like to take a moment to discuss our reactions to the material so far. Now, we finally got into the Mushroom Kingdom, and there were some nice little antics there in the human world, which I honestly do appreciate. I like the fact that it got kind of fun and fast there for a second.
Yeah.
But what do we think? Does this still seem like a cringe fest, or were we just waiting for this to turn into Mario?
I think the first part of this script is a cringe fest. It took long enough to get the story going.
Yeah, I mean, it takes 30 pages to get to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Whereas it took like the movie 15 minutes to get to Dino Hatton.
To be fair, in screenwriting, the first 15 to 30 pages is all set up.
That's true.
And given the fact that the length of this screenplay is about 114 pages, we should all have been expecting like things to kick into gear around this mark. So that's not a big shock to me. Also, I've read this before and I knew exactly what was coming and when it was coming. What else do I want to say about this? From here on out, now that we're actually in the Mushroom Kingdom, this is when my whole mindset kicks into gear that it's a shame that we didn't get to see a more faithful version,
yes,
or a faithful draft of this script being made into the movie.
Yeah. Because
although it may have still totally been a failure, because the 90s as an entire decade from 1990 to 1999 was just a terrible, terrible time for children's films, unless you were Disney.
Or the Spice Girls.
Or the Spice Girls.
Or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know, but I don't know. Granted, I have some bias because I grew, the 90s definitely, I grew up watching.
So did I. Oh my goodness. Guys, we have a surprise guest. Oh my!
I will say, actually, but I do feel that once you get after like maybe 1993, The 90s were kind of a dark time
Hey, Arlo.
What's up, guys?
Okay, so I'm going to break the news to you.
Yeah.
We just read through our 10 pages.
Okay.
Thank you for joining in. Please stay on until we finish the chat because
All right, no worries. I just wanted to say hello. I didn't want to miss I did miss all of it, but I wanted to be able to chime in and say hi to you guys. A whole bunch of BS came up and I wasn't able to start from the get-go.
I'm happy to have you here regardless of the length of time. Now, to give you the rundown, you remember how 2 weeks ago, because we had to skip a week due to unforeseen circumstances,
Right.
2 weeks ago, we were talking about how we just wanted to get into the Mushroom Kingdom.
Mhm.
It took us until page 30, but we're there.
Ooh.
So next week is going to open up a whole new world of fun and a whole new world of funny voices because Toad, at least only in voice for what we just read, made his big appearance. So we're still going to cover his introduction. We're still going to cover all the trouble that he's in when he gets saved by the Marios. And there's that. And you're going to have to watch the video when it's released, but you missed an entire fun little sequence, a little chase sequence that was depicted going through New York. I think that the three of us kind of agree that these pages kind of picked up a little bit because it wasn't the boring business talk or mafia mess that was going on.
All right.
We have stepped out of that Kangaroo Jack-ish territory. If anybody else here besides myself has seen Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah, I've seen it 1,000 times.
We're in Australia now. So,
I mean, if you put it into Mario terms, Peach has been kidnapped, so now we can start.
Yeah.
there we go.
Wait.
Oh, man. And we were talking about how, at least in my opinion, from this point on, maybe you guys will begin to see, because I believe that everyone here has played a Super Mario game at least once in their life. You're all going to sort of understand why I think it's a shame that something that is closer to this draft of the script didn't actually get made into the movie, because it is actually very, very faithful in my mind, one-to-one what we get in the games to what is in the source material.
Yes.
So from here on out, it's just going to be crazy fantasy nonsense, and this is where it gets fun. Thank you everybody for wanting to stick with it. This is where we're going to want to start to get our friends and our friends involved and family watching. If I can keep my language to a minimum, it's going to be a fun experience. I like to swear. Although I will say this, Arlo, I'm sad that we didn't get to hear your rendition of Big Eddie this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely going to be Big Eddie.
In the script, at least, maybe not so much in the voice, but in the script, at least, we have seen the last of Big Eddie for this screenplay.
Son of a... All right, no worries. I'll just reuse his voice for someone else.
Hey, if you ever read for Koopa.
Toad.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, Toad. Also.
Or
Yoshi.
Yoshi!
Ooh, how far ahead did you guys actually read? Since you said Yoshi.
I didn't
Not
get
spoiling anything for myself.
I didn't even read ahead, but
No,
hey,
the character. Okay, fine. I'm going to spoil that. The character is never explicitly. I saw that. It's on camera forever. We saw that, Cassidy. No, now the character is never explicitly called Yoshi, but there is a version of Yoshi in this script. Can't say exactly when it happens. I'm not trying to keep anything from anybody. I just forget what stretch of pages it happens in, but it definitely isn't the next 10 or 20. Now, for all of us here at Script Club, unless anybody actually does anybody have any parting words, any extra point that we want to make about the material so far? If I just don't want to cut anybody off.
Well, I have to head out because dinner just showed up. But
All right, well, before you go, Arlo,
keep it up. Great moves.
before you go, Arlo, where can we follow you?
Oh, follow me on Instagram at Styrofoam Chandelier and on Twitter at FlashDelirium2.
Fantastic. We'll see you next time, Arlo.
Thank you. Bye.
Maybe you'll be here for the whole 10 pages. Who knows?
I will. All right.
And I will say you can find me. I will say Forrest Bennett. You can find me on Instagram as My Name Is Not Gump. YouTube, my channel is Forrest B Bennett, and for Twitter, my handle is Forrest Bennett 16.
All right, sweet. Cassidy, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram almost exclusively at the smallest constellation with dots in between each word. You can also find my upcoming podcast, which is Midnight in the Garden State. That's MIGS podcast. It's about urban legends and folklore, specifically in New Jersey.
And I'm not being rude. I'm just looking at my Twitter because I am sort of new to Twitter and I need to remind myself what my actual handle is. You can find me on Instagram at Goji Roninson. There's a whole story behind that name that I'm not going to get into. And on Twitter, you can find me at Daniel M. Koo 1. That's right. I was the first person ever to use Daniel M. Koo on Twitter. It's nuts. Now, without further ado, I think that we can call this one a day. Thank you, everyone, for joining Script Club. See you next time.